What's up, YouTube? This your boy ShinoWorld. Go back here like about no. What's up, guys? So welcome back to the channel. Today we have a motherfucking Wi-Fi battle. We got another UU battle. If you guys are excited about today's battle, go ahead and smash that like button, because honestly this battle was a pretty decent one, because there was a lot of plays made and there was like a double switch because he actually forced me to switch it to a certain Pokemon, and it was just like, okay, so it kind of caught me off guard. So check this shit out. Let's be sure to smash that like button if you guys are hyped about that. 150 likes, that sounds reasonable. Let's go for that goal. So right off the bat, I'm gonna lead with Galvantula, because Galvantula is like a really good competitive Pokemon when it comes with sticky webs and focus stats. So that's what main reason I led with it, and I think he predicted me to lead with that, so he went into this Minshao. So it was like, okay, I feel what you're saying, but I'm gonna switch out to Milotic, because Milotic is bulky as fuck and I could take a fake out easily. I don't care if it's normal gem or not, nigga. I could just give me that. But it proves that he's life orb, so that's a little bit upsetting because it's not normal gem, because that'd have been great to get rid of. That means he's gonna do a lot of damage regardless of the fact. So this man goes for the bulky knockoff. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you got rid of my leftovers. I don't like that shit, fam. You got me feeling salty. So I got Skull, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna burn this bitch straight up. I'm going at your neck. I'm like, catch it. That other Usher Raymond, let it burn. You hear me? So now I'm thinking in my head, okay, so probably he's just gonna stay in because he knows this thing's gonna die and it's burned. What else could it do? So I guess he wanted to keep it for fake out priority. And I was just gonna recover here. So he used U-turn. He basically pulled out, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's gonna do a whole lot on top of your burn, fam. So it's just like, okay. So right now he comes into Chestnut. I basically recover in front of the Chestnut. It was just like, yeah, let me recover, fam. Now basically this is where it comes to the fucking where this man made me double switch and shit. I was just like, yo, that's not cool. So I go into my Darmanitan to deal with the Chestnut, and he already immediately switches out to his Milotic because he knew I was gonna switch it to my Darmanitan to deal with this Chestnut, because he knew I wasn't gonna stay in. So I was just thinking to myself, damn, that was a pretty nice play, fam. I respect that. So now I'm moving for U-turn. It's pretty much getting rid of the Milotic. I'm trying to body this bitch, you know, just overall get rid of it. So I U-turn just to get that small amount of damage off. I'm gonna go back into Galvantula because, you know what, I want to get my sticky webs up, and Galvantula is pretty much the only Pokemon on my team that can deal with this. But what later on becomes a fucking good thing is kind of a bad thing, because, you know, it comes like a little stally. But honestly, you know, I get the burn, which is unfortunate because, you know, it only did about a little bit under half damage. Not under half, but a little bit over half damage. So I get the sticky webs up because that's like the main reason I need this thing to still be alive. That's why I didn't let him get hit with the fake out, because if I got hit out the fake out, then that should have been dead like fuck, and I would have just been looking like, okay. So I kind of felt bad for Milotic, because shit is about to get real. Shit is about to get really real. So I'm going in my Milotic, because guess what? My Milotic is a competitive Milotic, and guess what? My motherfucking Milotic not shiny, so it got something to prove. I'm going for the Toxic because it's better to get this thing Toxic, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Toxic, because if he did, he would have used it a long time ago. Now that we have this thing Toxic, it's just like, okay, that's reassuring that at the end of every turn he's gonna start dying. So he's gonna drag me out into my Nidoking. I'm thinking to myself, what can I possibly do to this thing? Because this is not my Nidoking with T-Bolt. This is my Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, Earth Power Nidoking Choice Scarf. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck, Shino? What are you gonna do now? So he's gonna switch out, and I'm thinking to myself, that was great for me. It was bad for him. He's gonna switch out into Chestnut. I guess he expected me to do a Thunder type move, but guess what, bruh? I'm going straight for Sludge Wave. It's like no hesitation when it comes behind the Sludge Wave. And I could see this being a bright side for him. He got his Milotic out. That way he could reset his Toxic. I guess that's what he was trying to go for. I don't really understand it. But yeah, he did it better just staying in and just taking the Sludge Wave and then finishing me off. But following that, this man gonna go into Flygon. And I'm just thinking to myself, yo, Flygon, you better get the fuck up on my face, nigga. Like, slide. You need to get on my DMs. I'm gonna go back into Milotic, because Milotic is that nigga. Bulky beast, nigga. We coming through like champions around this bitch. So he's gonna use U-turn. Pretty much predicted me to go into Milotic, because honestly, Ice Beam needs to get this man out of my face. I need to just devastate this man's soul. He's gonna go into Jirachi. Jirachi Medusa hit on me like I'm Illuminati Reflex. Honestly, this man gets up Steel Rocks, and I was just kind of lost to why he did that. You know, I was just like, okay. But now I'll go for the Skull. By the way, this is a competitive Milotic. This is where the competitive aspect of this Milotic starts to kick in and come into play. There's a few things that I wish I would have done better when it came to this shit, because it's just more of what to do, you know. I kind of stayed in on Jirachi. This is where the battle get a little stally. I went for Ice Beam, hoping I would get Freeze Hex. I actually went for Ice Beam twice in a row, just praying for Freeze Hex. You know, I'm that type of guy. I'll play with Hex. Like, people be like, oh, Shino, that wasn't a smart thing to do in the battle. But I'm thinking to myself, yo, let's just play with the battle. It's a battle, dude. Make the bitch fun. So he goes and get my special defense to drop, but guess what? This is competitive, so guess what? My special attack goes up, and I'm coming through like a big boss, about to take big shits like Rick Ross. I go for Ice Beam again, and no more freeze. There's still no freeze, so I'm just thinking to myself, fuck the freeze. I know I'm just going for Scarlet this time, because it's not doing anything. It's not making my situation any better. So he goes for Iron Head, hoping to get a flinch, and guess what? I got that free recover off, you know. Let me get my health back. Let me get yum yum yum, eat it out. Yum. Fuck around with this nigga. You don't know who he dealing with. So he goes for Psychic one more again, and I'm just thinking, okay, this Psychic's gonna do a lot of damage this time. And I go for Skull. The Psychic wasn't too bad, but it was, you know, decent. And this Skull came through. That's a fucking crit Skull, man. This man is just like, what you doing? You know, you gotta get out. Like, I can't let you be in here causing havoc like that. You wreaking havoc on the souls of humanity, fam. Like, what is you doing? What is you doing? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what can I possibly do now? I know he's gonna outspeed, and plus he got me boosted with the competitive again. So it's just like, yo, okay, you just pretty much reassured my victory, and I got another crit, which was unnecessary as fuck. But you know what? Who cares? Because I had like +3 special attack, and it was just like, okay. So he's gonna go into his Milotic. This is where the bulky bitch is coming in, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I could just stay in and scald this bitch. Why not? Because you know what, my attack is high enough. You know, I'm sitting pretty decent, and he's poisoned. It doesn't even matter. Like, if this Milotic dies, I wouldn't be sad, because it kind of served its purpose. This Milotic did what it needed to do. And what look was unfortunate, this man gets the burn on me, and I'm thinking to myself, what kind of shit is that, yo? That shit just didn't fall into my playing field. It's just like, it wasn't me, and it was just like, okay, I wanted it to have some better effects for me, and you know, be on my side, but Hex is never on my side, because every time I want something to freeze, it never freezes. So I go for recover, because I'm a real nigga like that. You know, I need to get my health back. He's gonna go for recover himself, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, this is a Milotic war. Milotic versus Milotic. We coming in this bitch like shiny versus normal, nigga. What's up? And it's just like, okay. Honestly, I feel like this man can't do shit to me, like, still, because he's poisoned, and I'm like boosted. So it's just like, where does this way out? I'm gonna go for recover again, because the burn is starting to take damage, and I know with special defense drops, he can kill me at a decent range. He's gonna go for Skull again, which is gonna do a decent amount of damage still. Well, not decent amount, but it's still decent. You know, it's not like bad, but it's not good as fuck. You know, because like I'm still burned and still accumulating with the other damage. So I'm just basically letting his toxic just start to fill up and like prioritize over his Pokemon's leftovers. It's like, yo, your leftovers ain't gonna be worth shit by the time I'm done with you. So I'm gonna go for another Skull. It's gonna get him down to under half, and that's where he uses Dragon Tail to pretty much get my Milotic out of here, because he realized this Milotic is always gonna be a thorn in his backside. And you know, he gets me to go into V-Drill, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, he's in sticky webs. It'll make no sense for me to protect. I'm gonna just go straight for Poison Jab. It's like, that's the best bet to go. It's like, kill this thing right away, because if he switches out predicting me to use the protect, then I'll be fucked. So yeah, I don't want to waste a turn using protect, because it was just like, if he comes into the min shot, then I can use protect for the fake out, instead of, you know, using protect and wasting it and having it fail. So I went straight for the poison gel, but he didn't switch out, so that was unfortunate. My Milotic did get fucked up, because B-Drill that nigga though. You know how B-Drill rocks. B-Drill comes in, and B-Drill just wants to do massive amounts of work. Then he goes into Google Head, and I'm thinking of Google Head like, what? Google Head. I mean, Goggle Head? Goggle. I said Google. Anyways. Now he goes into this Flygon, fam. I'm going back into my fucking Milotic, because Milotic is pretty much the only man that can deal with this. He's gonna go for Earthquake, and I'm thinking to myself, how much is Earthquake honestly gonna do? And it does decent amount of damage, plus I'm burned, and that does not put me in a decent amount of, like, a decent position, because I know this man is Choice Scarf. He has to be, like, that's the only reason he went for Earthquake twice, and he's like gonna be faster than most of my team. So I'm thinking to myself, how can I possibly do this? I'm going to Nidoking, because Nidoking that motherfucking nigga. You know how Nidoking do. Nidoking is Choice Scarf himself. I'm gonna come in this bitch, Ice Beam, 4 times effective. Not 1, not 2, but 4. And it's like, get your bitch ass out of here, fam. Bye. I'm 4 times effective on the beat, strap. Nah, I'm kidding. But he sends out Jackie Chan as his last Pokemon, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, this thing is pretty much dead. Like, I honestly feel bad for this Jackie Chan, because he goes fake out, which kind of helps me because I know I'm on outspeed, and he get life orb damage, plus he accumulates burn damage, and I'm just thinking to myself, you just reassured my victory, fam. So I'm going for Ice Beam, pretty much killing off Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, get your ass out of here, bro. You looking like North Korea right now. See ya. Anyways, now he's gonna go into Zerf. Zerf was his last go-to Pokemon. He was basically trying to keep this Pokemon alive like the whole game. This was his mega. Like it was very scary that he kept it like low-key. I guess he was trying to keep it as a late game sweeper, but I have Beedrill to deal with this thing. Like, but then again, he has Sucker Punch priority, so that's another thing you have to worry about. He's gonna go for Sucker Punch here. It does a decent amount of damage. Like, you can't even tell me that shit doesn't do enough. But I'm using a non-stab Ice Beam Sheer Force, and I got a crit. So this is like putting icing on the cake, but it's also putting salt in the wound for him. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's battle against PokeScene11. He's a pretty awesome guy. You know, he came through. He wanted the battle on Twitter, and I gave him that battle. So with that being said, this has been ShinoWorld. Go, peace and release. Don't forget to bring your guns. I will blow your shit up. Be sure to smash that like button. And with that being said, I'm out of this bitch. Later. And don't forget to subscribe. I paused before I said subscribe. Wow, Shino, nice and fuck up.